Hi, welcome to the Leadership Loft. I'm Stephen, and on this channel I answer questions from my thousands of online leadership and management students, as well as common queries I get from people that attend my programs in person. Today I'm engaging in a slightly different way with questions. This time I'm asking you one, and my question is, why do you want to be a leader? This can be a tricky question for us to answer because it forces us to consider our motivations. I suggest though that there are some bad reasons to want to be a leader, and if we have these motives, they're going to get in the way of us being effective. So a bad reason to want to be a leader is because you like to dominate and be the one telling other people what to do. This is a bad reason to want to be a leader because it means that your focus is going to be in the wrong place. Rather than focusing on what really matters, which should be achieving the team's goals, you're more interested in trying to make people submit to your authority. This means it's difficult for you to admit when you're wrong, and you're unlikely to empower others. You're likely to want to micromanage everything to reinforce the fact that you're in charge. Effective leaders, on the other hand, creates conditions where team members take ownership of what they do, increasing their personal levels of care and personal investment. On the other hand, a good reason to want to be a leader is that you want to develop your skills and you genuinely believe that you can be effective as a leader. Having belief in yourself is not arrogance, but it would also be balanced with an understanding that no one gets this stuff right every time and to the nth degree. Being an effective leader can be incredibly rewarding, and feeling that we've achieved something good with the team is amazing. But leadership also comes with a lot of work, and it's not for everyone at every point in their lives. Often being a leader in the workplace means an increased salary and or benefits, and it's quite normal to be ambitious for a leadership role in order to secure increased pay or a parking space, but I stress a word of caution here. In a hierarchical organisational structure that encourages progression through levels of seniority with increasing rewards the higher up the ladder you go, which is by far the most common business structure by the way, each step up that ladder comes at a cost. The cost is likely to include a number of things, including extra responsibility and accountability, increased workload and more pressure. It's important to be aware of this, and so long as you make your decision with knowledge, that's fine. But remember, the organisation are not going to give you that increased position without some expectations of a return. Now, what I've just described here, organisational psychologists call a very transactional way of thinking about leadership. And a more progressive way to describe leadership is the transformational model. Now, I don't want to get too deep into this. I'm going to talk more about transformational leadership in another episode. But over the years, my position has shifted somewhat around the absolute merits of transformational over transactional leadership. So transactions are things that, you give something, you get something back. So I have extra skills, I expect you as an employer to pay for those skills. I'm happy, you're happy. Transformational leadership is a different model entirely, which encourages us to key into people's deeper motivations and intrinsic needs. Now, I actually take a much more nuanced view than I used to, which means that I value the importance of being aware that there needs to be a transaction in place. And as a leader or manager, you need to remember that the transaction has to be worthwhile for both parties, including you. Make sure you know what the price is that you're paying to become a manager or leader at work. Alright, so back to our original question. Why do you want to be a leader? Well, I can't tell you what to think, but I would suggest that believing in yourself and that you can make a difference and help the team deliver its goals are good reasons, while being aware that leadership comes at a cost. Just wanting to dominate others and be the boss means that you're unlikely to be effective, and the cost may turn out to not be worth the return. Okay, that's it. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to learn more about effective leadership and management, check out my online training courses through the link below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get more free content. Bye for now.